Hey everybody, it's me Megs, and today I'm going to show you guys exactly how I get my brows like this. So this is my 2018 brows. So I'm going to take a spoolie and I'm going to brush my brows up. They have been previously tweezed. I don't have brows, so this is why I'm going to make some brows. So I brush all my brows in place, and I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is my favorite brow stuff, y'all. Like, it's been my favorite. So I really love this brow pencil because it allows me to make light strokes onto my brows, and this color I'm using is Ebony. So I kind of like a darker color now, even though I'm not really too heavy-handed with this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stroke in my brows, and I actually overdraw my brows to create like an arch. So I make a kind of an arch at the top. So I start at the end and go at the bottom part first, and then trace out the top part, trace it out, and do light sketches, strokes, whatever you want to call it, until they are filled in. So I'm still kind of following the natural brow shape of my brows, but I'm, of course, exaggerating them because I want like Instagram big Aaliyah brows. Aaliyah was my brow inspiration, y'all. So once that's in, I'm kind of, going back and making sure that I have the shape that I want, and I do. So I'm going to take the other end of this pencil. It has a little spoolie brush, and I brush everything in to make sure it's nice and blended, because I don't want them real harsh. I don't want them real like Sharpie like. I want them kind of feathery, like that. So I'm just gonna brush them, and I'm gonna take Anastasia Beverly Hills Ebony powder, and I'm gonna use the darker ebony color, and I'm just gonna fill that in as well to kind of like set everything and to make it a little darker with an angled brush here. And I like to use a pencil first to kind of like outline my shape, and then use the powder to kind of like set everything. And it also just gives it a different finish versus just the pencil and the powder. As you can see here, it's a slightly different look. So these brows are the brows I do when I want like a super beat brow, So I'm just going to put that on top. And make sure that's on, but I'm not going to take the powder all the way to the inner parts of my brows. I kind of want to create like a gradient. So without applying more product, I kind of just leave it like that. And then I brush them in. Again, it's a lot of blending and brushing, because I still kind of want my hairs to show through, I don't want them to just look like they were velcroed on. So for concealer, I go between NW40 and NC45 in MAC Studio Finish Concealer. And I like these colors because this also provides me with a brow highlight. A lot of you ask me what color I use for my underbrow highlight, and this is basically the color. So I start at the tail, and I work my way to the inner part of my brows doing small strokes. Sorry, I'm not in focus. Ooh, there we go. And I'm using a small concealer brush to do this. So I focus on my arch first, and I like a pretty smooth arch. And then just stroking the inner part, like so. And that's pretty much it. And then I just brush this down. Like that. And this provides me with my underbrow highlight for when I do my makeup. It's a nice warm color. So today, I believe in this video, I did use NC45. And then, of course, I don't really mind that this isn't really blended because I put my eyeshadow on top anyway. But if you are wearing just your brows alone, of course, make sure you blend that out. And so I'm going to take my brush again and brush the hairs up. And I'm going to take my foundation that I used that day, and it is the NARS, is the Natural Radiant foundation. The name of that foundation will be down in the description, and my review is also up now if you want to check that out. So I use my foundation on the top part of my brows because I don't want a halo brow. So I use a different concealer brush and put a little small dab of my foundation and blend it out for the top, because it just naturally blends in versus using that light concealer on the top. Because I'm like, what sense would that make to use a light concealer on the top of your brows when you already have foundation up there? See, you can't even tell the difference. There's no halo. So then I take the remaining that's on the brush and I just kind of remove that boxy look in the front. And then of course I'm going to brush them again and blend out anything that I see it needs to be blended out. And of course, like these little lines and things, these go away once I do my shadow. As you can see, that's pretty much how it looks. And I'm putting on some brow gel. This is by Anastasia too. I love all Anastasia brow products. This is not sponsored, okay? I just really like Anastasia products because they're bomb. So I love this brow gel. It keeps my brows in place and in slay, okay? So this is pretty much it, y'all. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask me. All the products I use will be down in the description. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching this updated brow routine. And I will see you guys later. Yes, brows. Bye, y'all.